Alright, it's morning. It's just after 6. I woke up before even the sun started to even come out. Dogs are going crazy, of course, getting excited. And I just bought this, an inversion table, right beside my treadmill, and this, all my workout area. So let's give this thing a try before we go walk the dogs. Alright, here we go. Yep, we're upside down. Turning red. Actually feels pretty good. Whoa. So I'd look if I had like clogged arteries and ate too much. Oh, this is not good with the dogs around here. If I ate too many donuts and had clogged arteries, this is how I'd look. Hey, yeah, hey Bruce. Yeah. Oh, hey Lucy. Yeah. Yeah, Lucy, no. Lucy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yep, let out. Yep. Okay. Trying not to do that with the dogs around. Crazy. And the same old thing. Rango sits. Lada sits. Bruce sits. Lucy sits. Sits. Vamos. So I said I was feeling really good yesterday. I'm feeling like even better today. I woke up around 6. Even when I was lying in bed, I felt like my brain started to tingle. And I think like it was serotonin, which I don't know if I've really had in my brain for 10 or 20 years. Trickling through, I felt really amazing. Got up as you saw and went to the washroom, and tons of stuff still coming out, so I'm still doing this detox. I'll probably never stop actually, but still really hardcore doing it, which it's more than just the fasting and the diet. I'll tell you guys a bit more about that in the future. Things like binders and all these kind of things. But went to the washroom, had a shower, felt really good. Then as you saw, I went and hung upside down a little bit. Now walking with the dogs. And yeah, just, you know, this is not normal for me at all to be feeling like this and have all these ideas about what I want to do today. I got all these great ideas, actually, tons of stuff I want to do. I think I worked around 11 last night. I think, or no, 10. I went to bed early last night. Oh, and I want to talk about diet a little bit today. So when I first started doing these fasts, it wasn't super easy. I don't want to make it come across as though like everything I'm doing is so easy. It wasn't easy, but it wasn't that hard. It wasn't like, you know, fighting for your life or anything, or, you know, it wasn't like crazy. But it's just like with anything, the more you do things, the better you get at them. It's like if I wanted to be an NBA all-star player, probably couldn't just get on the court today, never having played basketball, and do that. But if I get on the court today, I'll get a little better. And if I go tomorrow, I'll get a little bit better. I probably will never be an NBA all-star, but my point is, all these things just take practice. And so, Jerry, oh, here's I gotta grab him, hang on. Judy, no. See, there's people up ahead. And this guy is a troublemaker. Everyone else is fine. They're fine. They don't care. But he will start barking, then everyone will start barking. So anyway, yeah, it's all about practice. So I did first fast. It wasn't super easy, but like I said, after the first day, even during the first day, I felt really good. Of course, I had these hunger pains, these cravings. Then did another fast. That one was easier. Then those were both juice fasts. I think I did another juice fast after that. Buenos dias. And that one was easier. And each time I felt, you know, better and better. Then I went on to Master Cleanse. Oh, there's the German Shepherd. Or no, that's not the German Shepherd. That's another dog. No, let it Ben. Let it Ben. No. Rango, Ben. Rango. Right, Ben. Let me just protect my dogs from this dog here. Yep. Lucy, Ben. Lucy, Ben. Psst. Right, Ben. Let her, Ben. Okay. We diffused the situation. So, because I had this guy in my arms. Otherwise, that would have been a full fight. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, how it gets easier and easier. So every time, it's never that, like, never as easy as, it's never super easy, but it's easier and easier to the point now where I'm intermittently fasting, which basically I'm not eating past about 9 at night, and actually I have no craving at all to eat after that time. And I try not to eat till 1 or 2 in the afternoon the next day. So what's that? I went to public government school, so can't do the math in my head, but I think that's about 17 or 16 hours, 17 hours. And I figure, I'm no expert, but I figure anything more than 10 or 11 hours, your body will be done digesting whatever it was, and then it can go on to actually healing. So I figure I'm just trying this stuff out. I'm just trying on my own, because you can't believe anything anyone tells you. I figure I get 4 or 5 hours every day right now of like true healing, and then I go on in my diet. So for example, later after this, after it's around 1 o'clock, I will start to feel a bit hungry around 11 in the morning, 12, but I'll just, focus on my work and try not to think about it. Let her, Ben. Let her. Ben. And then, then I'll have like some fruit. And what I do is have some, Bruce, no? Have some chopped up fruit. Chopped up fruit, like bananas, a little bit of strawberry, blueberry. What is this? And a little bit of nuts. And I have some dried banana, mango, and strawberry flakes, which taste and have the same texture as like frosted flakes or something, but it's just fruit. With some coconut milk, which is delicious. And it's absolutely delicious, especially after you haven't eaten in like 17 or 18 hours. That's another thing about like doing this. You really, if I'd been eating every hour or two, what I'm talking about wouldn't sound like the most delicious thing ever. But since I hadn't had anything in my stomach for about 18 hours, it's the most amazing thing ever. It's like, oh my God, this is so good. So I have that. Then I'm usually pretty hungry again pretty quick after that, probably because I hadn't eaten anything in like 18 hours. And then I'll usually have some sort of salad or something from Verde Vegan restaurant. They make like this veggie burger without a bun. It's in like lettuce leaves. I might have some, this is probably the only bad thing in my diet right now, some sweet potatoes made like French fries with the veggie burger. That's probably the only bad thing, but I've looked into the sweet potato. I think it's also called yam. It's actually one of the best of the bad things I can be eating. It's got some starch. That's what I'm trying to avoid, is the starch and the mucus creating foods. So that's the only bad thing. If that's the worst thing I'm doing right now is eating some sweet potatoes, that's pretty good. And then after that, I might have just some fruit a couple hours later. Usually, I've been loving just watermelon. Oh my God, I don't know if it's this good everywhere, but I don't know where it even comes from here, but it's delicious. Then if I'm hungry, like if I've been working out a little bit, I might get hungry. Maybe we'll go up here. And yeah, that way I can put Jerry down. Yeah, muy bien, Jerry, muy bien. So yeah, then if I've been working out, I might be still hungry. So I might have a salad at night, usually around 7 or so. And then I pretty much won't be very hungry at all. Oh, but I did buy something from Verde Vegan. It's a vegan cheesecake, which is made with almonds, dates, figs, I believe, and something else natural, but no like refined sugar or anything. I'll have a little piece of that if I want at night, but I actually don't really want it or need it too much. And that's basically it. And so that's my diet right now. And what I've noticed in the last couple of days is I really have no hunger at all after that. After around 9 o'clock at night, like I remember with my old diet, I'd always have this craving around 9 or 10 at night for like some potato chips or something. Zero. Like I just have no hunger. It's gone. So I think what happens is you're getting rid of these parasites. I think I still might have a lot of candida. I think I'm getting rid of a lot of that. And I think a lot of that drives your cravings. That's what I was saying yesterday. A lot of it's, you know, sort of like parasites. They're the things that really make you want these things. And either I've got it under control, I've gotten rid of a lot of it, or whatever. But they're pretty much no cravings. Like I used to love meat. I have no cravings at all for meat. Just even the thought of it just doesn't compute. Like, why would I want that? Like, it's just like a complete switch went off. Dairy, I used to love cheese. I haven't even thought about cheese. Like, the thoughts just don't even cross my mind. So I think a lot of it was just driven by my diet, the parasites, candida and stuff like that, that were making me feel like I needed a lot of that stuff. And that's what most things are, right? Like, even people say, oh, you're an alcoholic. You're not really like addicted to the alcohol. You're just using it because your body craves it, because for whatever reason, your mind might also crave it too, because it knows you've got some emotional issues, and if you drink that, you won't have to think about it for a while. And that's basically what it is. And when you take care of these things, you really just don't have those cravings at all. So yeah, I quit smoking months ago, never even thought about it since. Like, it's just it's like all these things are brain control, mind control, and once you figure out how to turn it off, it's just gone. It's sort of like, you know, if you ever met a person and they don't drink, they've never drank, and you drink a lot, you're kind of confused. Like, how? Look, they go to a bar and they don't even think about drinking. Like, it just doesn't even cross their mind. And that's basically how I am for the most part with most things now. It's just, it doesn't cross my mind. If, like, even the thought right now of having a glass of wine is kind of like, it's just kind of like, ugh. Like, I feel so good right now, and I know that would like make my stomach feel worse than it does right now. I just know that. Kind of acidic. You know, I might have some drinks, but it's not a thought. And so I think I just got to stay on this sort of lifestyle diet, because, you know, it makes everything so much easier. It's not like hard. Like when people say, oh, isn't it hard when you quit smoking? No, it was nothing. It's like, and I quit smoking during my first fast. It was literally nothing. Once I put down that last cigarette, I don't even remember it. That's how little of a big deal it was. I just never thought about it ever again. So it's all in your mind. And like I was saying yesterday, I think these parasites really affect your mind. And for whatever reason, what I'm doing has gotten them quite under control at the moment. And so I don't think about any of these things. I don't think about my diet being difficult. If anything, I'm like excited. Hey, in a few hours, I'm going to have that delicious bowl of fruit with coconut milk, and it's so good, and I love it. And later tonight, I'm going to have some delicious watermelon. Lara, Ben. And I think some more dogs are coming. Jetty, Ben, Jetty, Ben, Jetty, Ben, Jetty. Hang on, I gotta deal with my dogs. So I found a nice place to sit here. Actually, so beautiful. It's amazing, all these places. Go sit. All the best things in life are free, I found that. Like, how amazing is it to go to the beach and go swim in the ocean? That's all free, and it's right there. Or, you know, just take a walk in the mountains. How nice is that? All free. Yeah. Who said that? Beatles or somebody? Best things in life are free? Yeah, totally. Sex. Well, that's not always free, I guess. Food, even food. The food I'm talking about, it's all free. Like, especially here in Acapulco, I can go pick up a mango anywhere off a tree. Not sure about watermelon, but you know, a lot of even the food. And that's another thing that a lot of people say is, oh, it's so expensive to eat, like, you know, really healthy. No, it's not. What the hell are you talking about? Like, what did I say I ate today, or what do I eat on a regular day? So I probably eat about 3 or 4 bananas a day, couple strawberries, handful of other berries like raspberries, some nuts, coconut milk. I think that's pretty cheap, maybe a couple bucks for a carton of it, and a salad. That's, you know, lettuce and a bit of tomato and onion. I think, you know, if you add it up, I think the cost of buying everything that I eat in a store, it wouldn't be more than $5 or $10 a day. I don't think that's super expensive. It's definitely, you know, you look at McDonald's, what's that for one person? It's $5 or $10 for one meal, right? And that's not even a meal, that's not even food, right? Like, I get that, you know, McDonald's, you know, has a role, and that's fine. And I'm a full supporter of capitalism, obviously, not corporatism, but capitalism, and you know, people want it, so that's great. McDonald's supplies it, that's great. And I actually watched that movie the other day, The Founder. Interesting movie. A little lame in some parts, but otherwise it was okay. Kind of came across, as always, this is Hollywood always, that the guy who really founded McDonald's was just brutal, hardcore guy who stole from people and lied to them to get to where he was, which actually could have been posed a totally different way, because he did and he didn't, but he also did use the system, so this is corporatism, to get all of his rights and his patents and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, that's off track. My point is that it's really not, you know, these are all lies, propaganda, that it's expensive to eat healthy. First of all, like I've been saying, you don't really even need to eat. That's a whole other thing too. All these socialists, hey Bruce, all these socialists talk about, oh, there's people in the world starving, and you know, that's why we need socialism. Well, capitalism actually makes it so if anyone wants anything, they'll have it. But beyond that, you know, you hear, you know, they only have one meal a day. It's like, that's probably fine. like I don't know what they're eating for the one meal, but if it's some fruit and maybe a salad, which, like I said, mostly all free, maybe costs a couple bucks. Yeah, that's probably all you need to eat. You know, it's got all these fat liberals like Michael Moore. Talk about a perfect example. Michael Moore, fat, eats just garbage. He's so toxic, it's unbelievable. Saying we need to rob and extort everybody so everyone can be fat and toxic like him. It's like, wow. Wow. Maybe I should just leave it at that. Wow. Oh, and the sun is just coming up. Just high enough so I can do a little bit of sun gazing, which I like to do every morning. Lucy, muy bien, Lucy. Muy bien. So I just keep walking. I got so much energy. But I think, yeah, I think that's what the whole sort of system is trying to make people do. Like, you know, why do you go for your 12 years of government indoctrination camps? Well, I need a piece of paper so I can get a job. Okay, so why are you going to 4 years of more of it and actually paying like $100,000 for it and going into debt pretty much for life for a lot of people? Well, I needed to get a job because that 12 years wasn't enough. What do you train for 12 years and you can't do anything? Only with government. And so then you get out. It's like, okay, so why do you have a job? Well, I need a car. Why do you need a car? Well, because everything's laid out in such a way you can't really walk anywhere in most places. And I need the car to get to work. Why do you need to get to work? Well, to make some money. Why? To pay for the crappy food that I'm going to eat that's going to actually get me sick. And that's why I need my job, so I can get government medical care to take care of me when I'm sick, even though it's all free. Your body self-heals. Okay, so you have this job to pay for your getting sick. When you get sick, you're going to get sicker, and they're actually going to end up killing you through the medical system. That's why you have the job. You can see this all just like a big scam, basically. I'm all for like working and making money and all that kind of stuff. That's fine, but do things you love. Realize you don't need a lot. If you live in a place, for example, Canada, if it's like -40 all the time and there's no fruit growing on the trees most of the year, start walking south until you hit a place that has that. That's not where humans are supposed to live. See, that's another reason, like people in Canada, well, I gotta work hard. Why? Well, my heating bill's like $500 a month. It's like, well, don't live there. Well, that's where the jobs are, but you're basically paying, well, I could save up a little bit. It's like, just forget about it all. Find something you love. Go live in a place where it's cheap and easy. Acapulco is a great example. There's people who have this view who live in a place pretty much just like this, pay like $50 or $100 a month rent. Get your food right off the trees if you want. So really, you could actually live here for under $100 a month, I think. Pretty easy, and still live decent. Of course, it'd be better if you had a bit more than that, and then you could do a few more things. Obviously, that's what money to me offers, is opportunity. But really, you just don't need a lot of this stuff. I think that's what people need to understand, especially as the elites are going to start to do this next big crash. And it's going to be way worse than anything we've ever had. And a lot of people are going to panic. A lot of people are going to kill themselves. A lot of people are going to kill each other, trying to fight over food. Well, we need tons of food. No, you don't. So that's kind of why it's important to spread this information, because when it all comes collapsing, a lot of people are going to kill each other and us. So the more people we can wake up before then, the better. All right, almost back. Where's he been? Ja, ich my boy Bruce. Muy bien, Bruce. Bruce. And now my coffee enema. I won't show you that part.